Hey guys, it's Titty Sprinkles, and today I'm going to show you guys if the original Copic markers are just as good as regular Copic markers, if not better or worse. So for the past few weeks I've been using nothing but Copic markers, and I really love them. They're not the originals. My mom got me an off-brand for graduation, and they work really well, and I'm going to test them against some actual Copic markers I bought. I don't have a full pack of those, but I do have some that we can test out and see if they work better. And we're going to decide if they are better, or if they're worse, or if they're pretty much the same. You don't have to waste a whole bunch of money on better products, where you can just use the other products and learn how to use them better. So, let's go! So for this video, I decided to draw something simple and only use 3 markers because I only have 3 original Copic markers. So I'll only use 3 knockoff Copic markers, and I have 2 blenders which I will be using on both. I'm using the ink pen I have to trace it out because, as I said, Sharpie will make it bleed, and that is really bad. You want water-based ink pens for when you do Copic art, or there's probably other supplies out there. I just like using the water-based ink pen. Now, when I did this, I was just trying to do something simple, not really detailed, but I decided to do a little shading as well, just to see how well they do in detail, but not too much of it. So I just decided to draw a girl sitting on her knees with a small squarish background with candy and stripes and make it sort of like a childhood thing. I also decided to use pastel colors because those are the only color shades I had in the original markers. And sadly, I have the knockoff Copic markers and they work well. The only problem is that the colors don't really match what they say. It says pastel pink and it'll turn up neon pink, but that's okay because the blender makes it brighter, which is okay. So, I hope you guys enjoy, and please watch.
our side, the drops of rain that mix with light.
Switching a glance at a cat who turns his back.
Their heads starting to sink, this boredom is too hard to fight. Just spinning lies with the only thread of kindness we save. Or if we're blind and the truth is just a painting in gray, drowning us out, all the noisy drops that fall in the rain. But fingertips trace every line and open my eyes, I'll paint it blue.
I'll play it too.
I'm wishing to
for something new.
It will come true
With me and you.
And then we'll finally break through. Swimming through the Milky Way, I wanna break away and take the leap. Since we're falling anyway, new moon to rise would be okay with me. Every night is alright. Taking it step by step, we'll always move ahead. Our love is growing red. Need me more, need you more. Cartoon me, know that I care. Lean on me and I'll be there. As we keep trying, we'll find you're always gonna be there too.
Shining down on me, you're my blue moon.
Dreaming forever to find now I'm awake.
I need a flight tomorrow. Can you take me away and go to top speed of sound?
Running to another day, I wanna break away and take the leap. As we stuck on yesterday, no sunrise would be okay with me. Every day is okay.
Taking it step by step, we'll always move ahead. Our love is growing red. Need me
Here is the finished product of the regular Copic markers. I used pastel colors because I wanted to make it feel very childish, you know, wondrous kind of. And I used the same pink on the skin. I added a second layer to make it darker, and I used a blender to make the hair brighter. I think the Copic markers are good for getting the exact color tones you want because it shows them on the cap and it shows up like that on paper. With the knockoff Copic markers, it doesn't do that. You have to test them out and figure out how they work to get that color. So that's what I like about them. The only problem is you have to keep adding layers to get rid of the marker marks, and that can make the shade darker, which I don't like. But I do like how it shows up, how I wanted it to, and how the blender just made it look a little darker than the shades here. And I also liked how plainly you can see the shadows on some things. However, you can't see them on others. So creating highlights and stuff, you need to plan that out and work with it first. This is the one with the knockoff Copic markers. I like these better because you can see the shading no matter where it is. The colors can be brighter or darker, it doesn't matter how many layers you put on, and you don't need to put on a whole bunch of coats to get rid of these marker lines. The one problem I have is that some of the colors, no matter how many times you put coats on them, it doesn't get lighter or darker. So I had to add an extra color to this one. It's a darker yellow to highlight out the greenish area. But I do like how it clearly shows the highlights and stuff. You can clearly see it. I just don't like that the colors don't match the caps because I wanted her skin and hair to be brighter, but obviously it was not. This is more like a neon kind of one, which it still looks nice, but I prefer the other one with the pastel look. So I'm going to be posting a picture with these two side by side, and I want you guys to say what you think is better, regular Copics or knockoff Copics in the comments below. I personally think knockoff Copics are better, but I've been practicing with those more, so I'm probably used to those. As I said, I only got 3 of the original Copics, so I'm going to need more if I want to practice, but I am going to try to do better with these, and I'll retest it again, and I'll let you guys know what I think. But no matter the regular Copics or knockoff Copics, a blender is amazing with both, and you should definitely have them in your artwork, because they can make it lighter, they can make it darker, they can move it around, they can blend it, obviously. So get these if you can find them. They only had 2 at Michael's, so I took the last 2. And if you're wondering about that ink pen, it looks like this. It's got some Japanese writing on it and other kind of foreign words. But it's water-based ink, so it's completely just water and probably black dye, and it doesn't bleed, like I said. So definitely get this, try it out. If you like it, use it for all your Copic work, or other kind of stuff for Copic work. I just use this. So thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know if I should do more testing stuff like this in the future. Thanks for watching. Tea Sprinkles, out.